What is happening tonight, folks? We are with a very special guest tonight. Obviously, we're going with the Mauler Talk tonight, Hammer Time Pit, if you want to follow the page. Let's bring them right in. Let's get this thing started.
What's
The
good,
man,
everybody? Let's
Boogie, what's
get it.
happening?
I just
Let's
want that
get it.
intro was crazy. That was dope.
You got to mix the old with the bad, right?
They was swole back then in the day. Oh my god.
They used to practice on my t-ball field when I was growing up.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
so
and let me tell you,
you've been a Maulers fan.
that field was crap, but we
Yeah.
got to watch them in practice, and that was entertaining. They practiced at Moore Field and right outside of Pittsburgh a little bit, probably about 3 minutes.
So you always been a Mauler fan for the most part?
I guess I have. It was hard to get into them, like, because back then we didn't have all the media, we didn't have
Got you,
all
got you.
the. So I mean, it was whatever they showed because I don't recall watching the games on TV. But I was a
Okay.
baseball player, so that was that time of year. So I didn't really watch much TV as a kid. I grew up in that age when kids played outside,
Got you. Oh, taking a
and
shot. Taking a shot at the new kids, huh?
not really, just going through generations. I mean,
Yeah.
you really don't see that now.
Yeah.
Like
You're
you
right.
don't see like you drive down the street, you don't see kids playing hockey, football,
Everybody on their
running into
phones,
cars like we used to, getting drilled and
Yeah.
like, ooh,
Yeah. Used
not
to play
getting hit
like
by cars, folks. I just want to rephrase that. But when you played football in the street and there were cars
we used to
barreling
play
around.
a game called sideline pop, throw up tackle, 3 flags up. You don't see that nowadays.
No. And apparently, where we used to play as kids in that field, they turned it into a housing plan. So at least I got to play on the field growing up as a kid, like where I played, not where I played baseball and stuff, but I mean like the field we played in, like as a
Is where they
kid.
practice at. Is got you.
We played football in that field. It was a big field. Um, we played what was the other game? Indian ball, where you had to pick where you pick what side of the field because you only had like 5, 6 kids at that time playing,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had to lay the bat down if you hit them, and if they rolled it in and it hit the bat, you were out. But if it hit the bat and bounced up and caught it, you were safe.
Oh, yeah, I never heard of that. So it's
I
a
think it
little
was
bit like
called
baseball.
Indian.
A little
That's
bit like
baseball,
baseball.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it was called Indian ball.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kids come up with the
Craziest name.
darndest
Yeah.
things to keep. Well, we used to anyway to keep ourselves occupied.
I was a big
We always
marble guy
did.
growing up. We used to play marbles all the time. Walk around with my little
I
marble
never, I
sack and
never got
everything.
into marbles.
Really? It was.
No, that was the one.
No.
I know. I was that kid on the neighborhood that had like the hockey nets and the
Yeah.
footballs, and everyone came to me. So we always played sports. We never played like marbles or even what was the other thing? The jinx, where you spin them and then they go in that little ring and they hit each other. And
Yeah, I
I think
know a
they were
game
called
you're talking
jinx.
about. I just don't know the name. Because you like pull the string and it lets it off, and then whoever's spinning
Yeah,
knocks
you
the
dropped
other
it
one
into
out the
like a
ring.
little
And, yep.
like arena.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if that was called jinx or not. I'm not real sure.
That was huge back then. That definitely was
Yeah.
big. I was big on like
Um,
Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards. That's what I used to do. That's that type of stuff.
I never got into Pokemon cards.
Oh
I
wow.
missed that. I missed that start, and I never got into it.
Yeah.
Now my buddies are all into it, but I'm like, you guys can stay into it because I'm way behind. I
You know,
don't know
it's
any.
still a thing. Like people still take it serious, like Pokemon tournaments and everything.
We still got
It's
like
still a big, yeah.
Charizard,
Charizard, Pikachu. You got Squirtle.
Pikachu. Obviously,
Yeah.
he's never gonna change.
Yeah.
Um, I like. There's like me remodifications now of all the original Pokemon,
Yeah.
and I don't know. So you got a big collection of them, or what?
No, I was just naming some of the stuff I used to do to keep me occupied back in the day. Stuff that kept me outside and things like that. But I don't have like a collection now. I don't know what happened to those cards. I couldn't
They'd
tell you.
probably be worth some money if you had
Yeah. They're gone.
them. I was big on Game Boy.
Game Boy?
Yeah, I had the original one. Like I said, I'm a little older, so
Yeah.
I had the original gray one with no color on the screen.
Yeah. So I went Nintendo 64 and I went PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, then Xbox 360 to PS3 to PS. Yeah, that was my whole little journey.
My favorite game on the PS1 was Jet Moto.
See, I have no clue what that is.
Jet Moto was the game they raced on jet skis, but they were able to race on land. I don't know why. I
Really?
love this game. I have no
Yeah.
idea why. It was like the first game sponsored by a company of like Mountain Dew, and
So it
I
was a
don't know.
Mountain Dew game.
I just got into it, and I liked it. It was kind of like the F Zero of, or the Super Mario Brothers of
Gotcha. Of
PlayStation.
just jet ski riding.
No, I don't know. Um,
So you got is that Pokemon back there? So you got the Pokemon going on.
oh, I got Pac Man.
Oh, Pac Man.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Pokemon. Yeah, Pac Man. I don't know why I'm said Pokemon. Yeah, Pac Man.
Yeah, my dad got it for me for Christmas, and I was like, I better set this thing up because he's probably
Yeah,
wondering why I don't have it set up. So I was like, all right, we're just gonna leave it in the background and we'll see what happens.
yeah. It caught my
It's got
attention. I
Dig
love
Dug.
it.
It's got Dig Dug and Centipede
Yeah.
on it.
Tell Pops that was a good gift.
I know, I know. I have to tell him. I finally got it hooked up. He always asks me, "You got it hooked up yet?" And I'm like, "No." Well, now I do. Actually, I just had nowhere to put it. That's the other thing.
It
Finding
goes good
places
right.
to
It
put.
goes good right there though. Perfect
I know.
spot.
I know. I like it. I like it. I had to bring up a new table and stuff and put it all back there. But you grow. I'm like one of them Pokemons. I started out with just me, and now I got my jerseys. I got Pac Man.
You evolved. You evolved. I see.
um. So by chance do you guys podcast on the team, or do you have a podcast, or do you just go on
No.
podcasts?
No, I don't think nobody on the team has one. Not that I know of. Nah, I don't think nobody right now has a podcast. But that's something like that's the new wave right now. A lot of people are getting into it. So who's to say somebody won't start one soon?
I've only been doing this for about a year on my own, but I started a little over a year ago as my first episode with the original crew I was with.
Yeah,
So I mean, these things happen fast,
yeah.
but I have fun with it, and that's all you can ask. You know. Anyway, so what did you think of the first year?
Um, I mean, it was obviously a blessing, to be able to play professional football again. Made some great relationships. I had never been to Birmingham, so it was amazing. They treated us lovely. They welcomed us, embraced us, and the league did well. The fans loved it. It was amazing football with a lot of talented players. So it was everything you could ask for in the first year of the restart up of the USFL.
Do you feel that was a good thing for them to keep it in Birmingham in case of another COVID breakout? I know we were
I mean,
talking backstage a little bit how you said that Birmingham was the home team and they got all the home
yeah,
blessings, I guess we would
yeah,
call them. But at the same time, they did that for a reason. It wasn't.
yeah, yeah. No, what
So do you feel that?
I'm sure, like in the terms of like business strategy, they obviously know what they're doing. Fox being a $1 billion company, it made sense. Like it was cost effective to do that in the first year because you don't want to explode after the first year because you don't have the money. So they did it the right way. As an athlete, we like the traveling aspect of it and like being able to get on planes and go to our games and have our fans there from our home teams that we represent, but that just wasn't the case for the first year. But you got to realize and put it in perspective that it's still a blessing to be out there playing. And just let me see how to put this. It's just gonna take a little time to get there, and as long as they work with us and we work with them, we'll eventually get where we're trying to get to. And that's all the teams in their markets, I'm sure.
Right, right. So what did you get to eat any good Southern food while you were down there? Any good
Uh,
barbecue?
the barbecue was amazing. Really good.
it
The barbecue,
usually is.
yeah, the barbecue was really good. I look forward to. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now on the name, but I look forward to when we go out there for our first game. I already got like my list of spots that I'm hitting up that I missed. But yeah, and barbecue is definitely on the list.
There's nothing like Southern barbecue, man.
And they just put it on a little platter. They just bring it out. Oh man, don't even get me started. No.
Did you? I'm just curious. I know when I was there, we ate in this back road restaurant. It wasn't in Birmingham. It was more like towards like Columbus, Georgia, in that area. But we ate in this off the road, off the map. It felt like kind of place, and there was no air conditioning, just fans on the ceiling. It was
I bet the
probably like
food.
a
I bet the
hundred.
food was good.
Oh my gosh, the
Uh,
food was
yeah,
phenomenal. And I think maybe they do that because to make it harder to eat. Because usually when it's really hot, it's hard to eat.
uh, yeah.
Because I mean, this is like one of those places you could probably go back and get that second plate if it was nice and cold.
Really? You
Oh
remember
yeah,
the name of it or no? No,
I
no.
have no idea. This was
Yeah.
like probably 12 years ago, I'm guessing.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
But I remember the condition, and then the
Yeah.
food just blew you away.
Birmingham, they definitely have some good food down there. That's for sure.
Um, I I don't know. I feel that the whole Pizzagate thing really set a bad name for us, our team in general. I really feel they could have went about that a whole different way.
Uh,
What
um, in terms of which part?
just how they handled it. Like,
I'm saying as opposed to like the league, or them putting it on the show, or
yeah, them
just
putting it on the
like
show. I mean, I feel they should have like really told us the answer behind what was really going on.
yeah. I mean,
Because I
that
feel
was
that
tough because I feel like that gave everybody a reason to root against us, and like it was the joke of the year. Even to this
it's
day, you still get people putting pizza emojis a year
oh, for
later
sure. It's
and
everywhere. It's
things
funny.
like that. So,
And you kind of laugh, right? I mean, do you
yeah.
guys laugh? Like whenever you see
Oh
it,
yeah,
you're like,
it's
oh my
just
gosh.
at this. I mean, some of the jokes used to be funny. Like some people were really creative with their little Pizzagate jokes, but now it's just like new coach, new everything, and they still bring that up a whole new year. It was just like let it go.
Oh, do you want to show off your new Mahler shirt?
Oh yeah, well, yeah,
I love it. Yes, folks, we
yeah,
are back to black and gold, and it feels good. It feels good. But
sir.
I have my whole scenario on why we were purple and orange.
Well, that's the original team's colors, right?
Yeah, this is just my theory on this, and I'll go through it real quick. But Eddie DeBartolo Sr. owned us, right? Back in the 80s.
Hmm.
And Eddie DeBartolo Jr. owned the Niners. And the Niners were chasing the Steelers.
Okay.
So his son owned the Niners and he owned the Maulers. So I'm thinking as like a thing for his son, he was not going to give us the black and gold
Oh,
because
just
he was
because his son
chasing
was
us.
chasing the Steelers for that. Got you.
That's my whole theory on it. Um, it fits the scenario. It does. Just like the whole Philadelphia Stars thing too. Miles Tannenbaum owned the team back in the 80s and he was from Queens, New York.
Hmm.
And as a Giants fan growing up, he was never going to be an Eagles fan, right? But they gave him a team in Philadelphia. So what colors are not in their uniforms?
The Stars ones.
Yeah,
There's no green.
there's no green and there's no blue.
Yep. Oh,
So
got you. Yeah.
so the stars for the Dallas,
Yeah. And then the green for the
the
Eagles.
orange for the Redskins, the red for the red for the Cardinals because
Got you.
the Phoenix Cardinals were in the
That
division
division back then. Got you.
whenever it started. That's
Yeah.
just my scenario. Now the New Orleans the Breakers they were in Portland, Maine first. So and one of the original owners played for the Patriots, so that's why they're blue and white. That's just my
That's deep thinking right there.
Yeah. We went through this last year whenever the league came out, and whenever you dig deeper, you see it, and you're like, well, this kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it
But
could be.
how happy were you when you saw that we were going back to black and gold?
I was just happy because the fans were happy. They say all the teams in Pittsburgh, that's the colors they wear for all their professional sports. So just seeing a fan reaction um, made me excited. I mean, I love it. The uniforms are amazing. The color schemes are dope. So I can't wait to get out there in a couple weeks.
Have they given you your uniforms yet or no?
No, but we've seen them, but like I don't like physically have it.
Oh, okay. So they're made.
Oh yeah, no, they're made. We have media day coming up in a couple days. So
This is going to be the big review.
yeah,
I love it. I love it. I can't wait. I'm excited.
yeah. So we
We're
got some good content coming out in a couple days.
good. Breaking news, I guess. Or I didn't see anything on this release.
Yeah.
So, so you are you going to do what you did in college from 15 to 16 and have 50 tackles this year? Or 50 more tackles than you did the year before?
Yep, that's the goal. That is the goal to make a huge jump.
I love it. I love
Expect
it
some
because
great.
you went from 6 to 56
Yeah,
after your redshirt year. You had
yeah,
6 tackles. Then you
yeah.
went into the what was that, junior or sophomore?
That was red.
Sophomore.
Yeah, redshirt sophomore year. Yeah.
And then you jumped into 50 tackles, and
Yeah.
you were the first gentleman to do it in 15 years in the in that West Mountain Conference.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that.
Appreciate that. Yeah, so you can expect big things this year, man. We gotta, as we call it, the revenge tour is getting ready to take off in 2 weeks. A couple teams trying to steal our hashtags. They got to come up with their own motto, but it's all right.
You were also you're also one of the first ones to start all 20 consecutive games in a
Yep.
row.
That's just
That's a big accomplishment.
man, especially in the trenches. It's easy to get nicked up down there because it's so hard. But it's just a testament to the offseason work. Obviously, a little luck. You always need a little luck to stay healthy and things like that. So
And then you started all 12 in 2018, which that was your senior year, correct?
hmm,
I believe.
yeah,
And then you had that big game against Hawaii.
yeah, man. Oh, I hate even talking about that game. We lost to them on homecoming in five
Oh,
overtime. Five overtimes. That's the
it was
game I
still a
scored a
big
rush.
game for you, though.
Yeah, scored a rushing touchdown. I think I got like forced a fumble, got a fumble recovery. Yeah, that was one of those games I'll never forget for sure.
Now they put you at running back. Were you 289? Were you
Yeah, I was probably like 290, 292, somewhere around that 290 area.
Mike Allstott, baby?
Yeah.
So you got to be a running back. Was there any running backs that you looked at growing up and like followed? Maybe the bus,
I mean,
maybe.
no, because I knew I wasn't a running back. I've always been a defensive lineman, but growing up, my favorite team was the Buccaneers. So Mike Alstott was a beast, but my favorite player was Warren Sapp
Oh,
growing
Mike
up. But
Sutton.
it's every lineman's dream to be able to score a touchdown. So when they gave me the opportunity, I had to make the most of it.
Might we see it this year?
I hope so. I've been whispering in the OC ear, so maybe he might thump you. Just gotta wait and see.
I got to get him back on the show. I had him
Yeah.
on 2 weeks ago.
Really? My
Yeah,
God, that's great tea.
yeah. It was right before he left. It was 2 nights
Okay,
before he left and went over to Canton. So what was that,
that's the
about 2 weeks ago,
mastermind
right?
behind it all. Yeah,
I got a whisper in his ear too for you. Get Boogie in the end
let's
zone.
make it happen. Let's get the hashtag going.
Boogie dance, baby.
Yeah,
Did you
gotta come up.
practice it? I mean, that's what everyone does now when they score, right?
We'll work on that celebration dance. Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
first. We gotta get the play put in first, then we'll work on the dance. So I don't want to practice a dance and never get to run it.
Right? Do you have a defensive dance or no? What if you got that chance?
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be so tired. I just get up and go back to the huddle. I don't really be celebrating too much.
Not even if you scored a touchdown?
I have something in mind that I've been thinking about, but I want to keep it to myself because it involves all my
That's
teammates.
you
I'm
are
gonna need
totally
their help,
allowed.
but just know I am planning on, if I do get in the end zone, something very entertaining.
You heard it here first. He has something in mind.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's go, strip rumble. Let's go.
yeah. Yeah, we
Let's
need it.
go. Um, so I'm expecting better than 1-9 this year. Obviously. What
Aren't
is
we all?
the team's expectation? 10-0. I mean, I know it's really hard to do.
I mean, yeah, you always expect to win every game when you step out there. But honestly, a lot of guys on the team, we talk about staying present, and looking at 10-0, that's looking down the line as opposed to just going 1-0 every week. And then if you do that, then you'll end up where you want to be, which is
Right.
hosting that USFL championship. So just taking it week by week. We had a lot of things to improve on from last year. We got a bunch of great new guys and new additions to the team, and then a lot of second year players that are back. And the game has slowed down because we're not learning a whole new system and things like that. So we're excited. The team's coming together very well, and I can promise you'll see a new Pittsburgh Maulers team in 2023.
Yeah. Now, just curious. Do you talk to Kirby at all since he left?
Yeah, that's my guy. Kirby's good. I'm thankful. Without him, there's no me on this team. So I'm forever indebted to him. He's amazing. Gave a lot of these guys opportunities. Some guys may have thought their football careers were over. Kirby gave them another shot. So you probably won't find anybody that has anything bad to say about Kirby that's still on this team right now.
I've never had anything. I don't know the
Yeah,
guy from a hole in the
yeah,
wall, but from what I watch, I like
yeah,
the guy,
yeah.
and he's been around the league. He's got to work with Josh Jacobs. He probably helped your running backs out tremendously.
Absolutely. And the running backs speak highly of him. Anybody with a resume like that and has been around this game, because it's hard to stay around this game, especially in the coaching world. They have to be doing something right and know what they're doing. So Kirby's my guy. We all love Kirby. Hope he's enjoying chilling at the house or retirement, whatever he has going on. But we all wish him well.
Yeah, I like it's like he fell. Well, I mean, he didn't have any Twitters or anything, so no one really keeps up with him.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
But that's staying off the grid, staying peaceful, staying
Yeah.
out of the media head.
Yeah, but no, he said he's gonna come by to one of the games, so we'll probably see him. We'll probably see him soon.
Good, good. Like I said, I don't know him personally, but from what I've seen, I like them. When you go 1-9, though, it's hard to keep your position.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a winning business.
Unfortunately, there's bad things that come when bad things happen.
Yeah, we'll be better
Um.
though. We'll be all right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What What do you think of the quarterbacks? Any situations? Is one stepping up more than the other? You
Uh,
get to see it every day. We don't. Well, I don't anyway.
these quarterbacks, all of them are amazing. You can just tell they have a great command of the offense, and the offense is just looking totally different from last year. They're having a lot of explosive plays in practice. They're getting everybody set up on the line of scrimmage, just having a good grasp of the offense and leading this team. So it's not my call to say who's going to be the starter. You get what I'm saying? Like, I
Right.
just
I
want the
was
best
just
guy.
asking if
Yeah, I
maybe
just
one
want the
was
best guy
stepping
back there
forward.
to win. And obviously, you got different guys. James is a draft pick that has a lot of NFL experience. So he comes in there with that chip on the shoulder to get back. But then you have Troy Williams, a dynamic dual threat quarterback who can run it and pass it very well, and we're seeing flashes of that in practice. So those guys they're amazing, and I'm willing to go to war with either one of them. I'm sure the coaches have a very tough decision to make between all four of the guys. So Connor's doing amazing as well.
Did James is the rookie, the guy we just drafted, right? No,
No,
no, no.
James.
Smith, right?
Hmm?
We just drafted Smith, right?
I think we drafted a quarterback. Is his name Lindsey Scott?
Lindsey Scott. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
He's
have
not
that
here
note
yet.
in front of
No,
me.
he's not here yet.
So he's waiting to see if he makes the.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna take a shot at the NFL, which he should. Just looking at the highlights, he's a dynamic player. So then I guess If that doesn't fall through, then he has the USFL to lean back on.
Now, do they stay on the team automatically because you drafted them? You still have their rights. Is that how that works?
Uh,
Or if they go into the draft pool, do they get to come out as a free agent into the back into the USFL if they don't make
well,
the
I'm not
draft?
sure about all the details. I know it's just like a player rights draft. So let's say you draft John Smith, and John Smith goes to the NFL and he gets cut, and now he's looking for his next opportunity. A team has already drafted him, so he doesn't go back into the free agent pool. A team already owns his rights, and he comes to that team. Like we drafted two people this last college draft, and they're on our teams like right now. So
Traycon Dorsey,
yeah, and another receiver that came today. I'm not sure of his name, but he
CJ,
just
was
joined.
it Hunter?
I think we drafted him in the ninth round. So whoever we drafted in the ninth round, that's who joined today.
I don't have that notebook on me.
Yeah.
Maybe this is it. Maybe. I'm looking for my notes whenever we did this with Webb
Yeah.
the other day. You know, handy dandy notebooks. I feel like
Yeah.
Blue's Clues.
We just got a letter. Said we just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's
See,
from.
notebooks.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
yeah, but that's who came today. I think it was the ninth round. It was the receiver, so he joined the family today as well. So looking forward to seeing him get out there and run around.
I don't know.
Yeah, no worries. No
Sorry,
worries.
Boog.
No
I'm
worries.
not prepared.
Good. But yeah.
So that's good. Do you like the bigger roster?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I just like the main reason is it gives guys is more opportunities for guys. That's rule number one. Also, we all know this is a dangerous game and always one snap away. So being able to have more people out there um, keeps the product going if somebody were to go down. So it's a win-win for everybody. You're allowed to have better practices. You can split more reps up between guys and give guys opportunities. So the more people, the better for me.
I have a quick question. Have you
Mhm.
watched any of the XFL?
Yeah, I watch
What
it.
the
I got a bunch of guys, bunch of old teammates, bunch of friends that play.
Okay. Well, Evan might be jumping on here. I know he wanted to ask you a direct question
Okay.
about thoughts real quick. But
What's
I
up?
was wondering if so far since we've been watching it, are there any rules that you would bring into the USFL? Would you change anything to intermix with the rules? Do you like any of the rules better than you do on the USFL?
No, no, not really. I like our rules, because I'm not, to be honest, I'm not a fan of like their kickoff rules. I feel like it's super tough to get returns, in theirs, and I like ours better. But I'm trying to think. I do like the fact that you can challenge if they missed a penalty, and you get
I
to
like
pick,
that too.
and you get to pick which penalty that they missed and tell them the exact player it's on. Because sometimes refs miss things. It's a lot going on. They have a tough job. So that rule, I would say, having that one opportunity to do that is a rule that I could see both the USFL adapting, maybe the NFL adapting. Who knows? But that's the rule that stands out to me is that option to be able to challenge a missed penalty.
So, like, I saw they got a penalty wrong. They tried to challenge a penalty. I don't know if that was Saturday's game. I know it wasn't the Monday night game. It might have been the Saturday game. What was it? The Renegades and the Brahmas. They tried to
Okay.
challenge a holding call,
hmm
interference call.
And what happened?
It got waved off, and they lost all the challenging.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, they lost the challenge rights for the rest of the.
yeah,
Got you.
so you get
Got you.
one of those challenges, and then you don't get
Yeah.
any more. You
Yeah.
don't get the.
Yeah.
It's not like the actual NFL where you get two per half.
Yeah.
the challenge of play.
And you got to have a timeout to be able to challenge as well. So if you don't have a timeout and you haven't used that challenge, you lose it.
Okay. I don't know all the rules yet. I'm
Yeah.
still getting caught up on the XFL. I've been paying attention to baseball and
Gotcha.
trying to keep up with the XFL. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I mean, do you pay attention to baseball?
Um, Not too much, but just being from LA, I would root for the Dodgers. When they're doing good, everybody's happy down there in LA. And then we're getting our butts kicked by the Padres. It's not so good. So
The Padres spent a lot of money.
yeah, they did.
The
They have a,
I mean that
a good
that
roster with
what's
was it?
that?
I said they have a good roster. Was that Machado and Soto and
Alexander Bogarts.
yeah. And then the one player that they had that got suspended for all those games, he's super good too.
Tatis
Yeah, yeah,
putting steroid on your hands, I guess.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it, but whatever. You get paid all this money. I understand you want to be to the top of your game,
Yeah.
but come on, you got to be better ways than putting steroids on your hands, right?
You would hope so.
Oh man. So you're a Dodgers fan, so you're pretty excited about them winning the World Series in 20.
Yeah, that was a good year for LA because we won the World Series and
I'll try you.
the Lakers
We
won the
also
championship.
won the.
Yep.
It was that was probably one of the weirdest things to watch the bubble basketball.
It was funny because they would have like the fake fans, not the fake fans, but their pictures all up against the wall to be the fans and things like that. Yeah,
They could
2020
have done it
was.
like the US. They could have done it like the WWE was doing it.
How are they doing it?
They were putting video screens and like filming people from their house.
Okay. Yeah. Could've-
Like I guess you paid a certain amount and you were like able to sit somewhere in their little arena that they had and watch and cheer. Uh-oh. Boogie's checking something out on his phone.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the other one's still in too. Oh, there it is. Okay.
I guess your phone was dying.
Yeah. It's getting late. Huh? Almost 11. Yeah. Now these
Yeah,
phones.
what time's practice in the morning?
We got to be there at 7.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Is he like Dion, where you got to be there 15 minutes early or you're late?
Um. No, he's kind of chill. He of course he expects everybody to be there on time. He says like 5 minutes early is good enough. 5 minutes early is on time.
I was just checking because didn't Dion do it to his own son? Said you're late for the meeting. You're not going to play this week.
Oh, I have no. Did he really?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
he said I'm not going to spoil my son. And he walked in late for the meeting
Yeah.
because I told him to be there 15 per minutes prior to that whole
Yeah.
team, and that's when we start at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
But being there 15 minutes prior means you were ready to go.
Gotcha.
And he said, if you're late before that 15 minutes, you're not playing that week. And he stuck to his word. Pretty. I thought that was impressive of him to do. So by chance, has any of the coaches brought in like any of the old Steelers to bring up for motivation, winning the Super
No,
Bowls with
but
them and all
he
that, or
did say
anything?
he did say he's going to. So I'll keep you posted on that. He did say he's going to have some of his old players come by and talk to us that are still live in the area and things like that as we get the season going. So I'm excited to see who he brings back. But as of right now, nobody so far.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask Evan's question because I guess he's not popping on. But Evan wanted to know if you thought the USFL and the XFL should have the two champions play each other for a dominant champion.
Definitely. That would be an amazing idea.
I think
It
so
would just
too.
be very entertaining, I would say, for the fans. Because you got your USFL diehards out there, you got your XFL diehards. They're always bickering back and forth on Twitter, so that will put an end to that, and we'll have one true champion. So who knows? Down the line, that would be amazing. I always had this idea where they should do the drafts like how SmackDown versus Raw used to do it.
Oh, that was badass.
Yeah, that's an idea that I be thinking in my head. Like, and you never know where you're gonna get drafted to, and they just have this live draft. You get drafted to a whole different team. But yeah, they definitely should have a game where the USFL and XFL have crown a dominant champion, which would be the Pittsburgh Maulers.
That's what I was kind of asking too about the rules,
Yeah,
because there's whole different rules, and
and they'd have to find a common ground. But I mean, the rules aren't super different. Like, it isn't dramatic that it would be too hard to like find a common ground or somebody compromise and play by rules for one game.
I like it. I like the
Yeah,
idea of this. That's just me though.
yeah. Oh, you yawning like me. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I got up at, like, the dog jumped on my face this morning, and it was only 6:15,
yeah.
and I was
Get it?
like, oh.
Yeah,
And once you get up, I'm up,
yeah.
and that's a bad thing. I wish I was one of those people that could just like magically fall back to bed real
I can't either.
I can fall to sleep. I can fall asleep real quick, but once I open my eyes, I'm up. Maybe a
Yeah,
nap.
nah. This
Maybe
has
a
been
nap.
this has been great. I know we have been trying to plan this for a while. I enjoyed it. It's been
Yes, me
amazing.
too. Me too. We're
Hopefully,
definitely gonna have to recap what's going
yeah,
on in the middle of the season.
yeah, definitely. I was just about to say, maybe midway point. Hopefully, we're
Let's
five
do
zero
it.
at that point, so the spirits are running high. And
Even if they're running low, let's do it.
I mean, if
Let's
they're
do it.
running low, I'll still be here. I'll still stop by the
You know,
show.
even if we're like three and
Yeah,
two
yeah,
or two
yeah,
and
yeah.
three, we're not out of
Got you.
it.
Nope, got you.
We're
So I
not
look
out of
forward
it.
to coming back on the show. Just hit me
Thank
up
you for
anytime,
stopping
and I'm
by,
here.
Boogie.
Yeah,
I am grateful that we finally got a time, and I know this is, like you said, this has been in the talk for a couple days. We'll go with a
yeah,
couple days. How about that?
yeah. Got you.
But me and you know how long it's been in the talks
Yeah,
for.
yeah. I got you.
But thanks everyone. Hey, Boogie, if you want to shout out how people get hold of you, your Instagram, whatever else you got, I have no idea.
Um,
I know you got Twitter.
I guess
That's
you
all
can
I know.
follow me on Instagram at 8_boogie, the number 8_boogie, and my Twitter is Boogie the Goat 8. Shout out my guy Webb. Shout out all the guys following. I'm covering the USFL teams, Ace, um, the New Jersey General guy. A bunch of great guys taking the time out of their day to promote the league when they didn't have to. So shout out to all you guys doing this.
We'll do our
The
best.
players love it. Appreciate you guys. Just keep going, and we're gonna take this thing to the top together.
Well,
Go
hopefully I
Maulers!
get to see you up in Canton, and I will be.
Gotcha.
I will be definitely going 8.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Get it.
Like I said, I'm trying to be there opening day.
Yeah.
Um,
Situate. Yeah, we'll see. Just keep me posted.
I
Just keep me
will. I
posted. All
will.
right.
All right, buddy. Hey, man, you guys have a good night, and
All right.
let's get it.
All righty. Bye.
All right, man. Take it easy, Boogie. Have a good one. All right, everybody. That was Boogie Roberts. Stopped by the studio. Very excited. Like I said, like we talked about, it's been a couple days since we've been trying to get this. And hey, everybody, have a good night. Thank you. Yeah.